Thank you. Thank you, Priyanka. And good afternoon. A warm welcome to Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu, sir, the IT Minister and the Minister of Panchayat Raj, Government of Telangana, or RAM as is affectionately known. To Shri Venkatesh Vijayaraghavan, the CEO, Bharati Airtel Telangana and Andhra Pradesh region, affectionately also known as Venki. To you, all the press corps, the media, the cameramen, and all of you, a warm welcome to you. In fact, this day is for you. The event is also named after you, a press meet. So you are actually the VIPs probably here today. So thank you for coming over to take this message out and beyond to everyone else. And to everyone else here who is to grace this occasion for a reason or the one reason or the other, a warm welcome to all of you. So before I start talking about things, I might come here and stand in front of you and talk today as the race director for the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon. But beyond that, I stand here today representing a whole group of tireless, thankless, sacrificing all their days and nights, a huge team of hundreds to thousands of volunteers. I say volunteers because these are the people that don't get paid, they don't get much appreciation, they're always in the background, sitting, doing all their work for the sole reason of the passion of running. And that are all the members of the Hyderabad runners. So a big hand to all of you. A very small number of you are here today. Without the Hyderabad runners, none of us would have the chance to be here today to celebrate this moment or to start an event like this. So a big, big hand goes to all of you tireless and dedicated foot soldiers for running and for the city of Hyderabad. Okay, so having said that, I will quickly give you, I know I have a penchant of taking it too long and we have other speakers here and I know you have to go back to make your stories or something like that. So I'll try to be as quick as possible. I might even put a stopwatch on me. So, the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon started in 2011, as you have been told earlier, by the Hyderabad runners with the help of various sponsors and partners. And it's named Airtel because Airtel has been our principal sponsor since the first edition when they came on board without any clue of who Hyderabad runners were and stuck with us. And today, together we've become what the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon is. In 2011, we had the first edition with just a little around 100,000 runners. Every year the number kept doubling, 2012, 2013 to 2014, where it reached close to 10,000 runners. This year, 2015, marks the 5th year of the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon. That year is very special to us, just because it's 5 years and it always feels good to, make a celebration. But having said that, we've also realized what has happened is the running energy, the runners in the city, people who have picked up running as a passion, as a quality of life has significantly increased in the city. And today we have hundreds and thousands of runners who are running every day for various reasons. And for them to have an event like the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon is the pinnacle of any runners, whether he's recreational, professional, or amateur. For them to have an event with a world-class standard is beyond anything. A city marathon, as is getting popular in India, it has been very popular all over the world, is something that a city owns. It is something that defines a city. So even though this marathon has Airtel Hyderabad Marathon, organized by the Hyderabad runners, primarily it's a Hyderabad event. I know we in India are still at a nascent stage where the whole city accepts it, comes out, takes pride in it, but we are getting there. Hyderabad is getting there in fair bounds. It's the 5th year. Mumbai, in the 11th year, has gotten there to a small extent. So we will, by golly, get there at a much faster pace, where this becomes a huge city event, and that is what we will try to aspire this year. On the 5th year, we are trying to make things a little more different. First and foremost, I will tell you As in any marathon, the responsibility of the organizers lies on runner safety. This marathon, the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon, has numerous events. For the first time, we have 5 events, which includes the all brand carrying full marathon, which is 42 kilometers on one end, and the little baby run, which is the 3 kilometers on the other end, trying to encourage all spectrums of runners. So it is no simple task to run 42 kilometers. I'm sure you're all aware. That is serious business. And there are certain things in India, particularly the weather, that are not conducive. So from the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon, we have always prioritized runner safety. And let me tell you, no other city in India, or even in the world, in all the marathons I've run, has probably taken that extensive measures where more than 200 medical personnel line the route to take care of the runners. So that shows the commitment in runner safety, the commitment in their health and wellness, the commitment in overall safety, in support with the police and the government. This year we are trying to make sure all the athletes, all the runners, the thousands of runners that run this race are safe, whether it is from traffic, whether it is an unexpected event or a calamity. We will have various metal detectors, closed-circuit cameras along the route, because, after all, when an event becomes big and it's popular, who knows, who might want to toss a little balloon around here and there and make fun of things and just cause a little chaos. So for all these, there are extensive planning that goes on in the back, which might not be apparent or visible on the outside. So having said that, a few other thrusts this year would be in terms of runner amenities. Unlike last year's, like last year, but a whole lot more this year, we are trying to focus on a larger running pool and increased runner amenities along the route, great running entertainment along the course. Hyderabad, once again, when I tell you these things, I'm telling you this only to show you how Hyderabad Marathon is so much like, or even more than most of these international marathons. We have 25 aid stations, huge aid stations, where other places might have just about 10 to, or less. We pride in the water and the Gatorade and stuff that we give runners. So we pride in having the volunteer spirit. We had about 1,500 volunteers last year. And this year, again, to mark the thrust on volunteers to get the city involvement, we are targeting for over 3,000 volunteers to come, support, and be part of the event and show how Hyderabad is. To all the runners, 30% of the runners come from out of city, out of state, or out of country. So when you think of, say, 10,000, almost 3,000 plus runners are from out of city. They're coming here on the weekend just to run with their families. So think of the impact it makes on the city. They run along the course. They see our beautiful city. They see the cheering, the power of people. They'll come back and settle here eventually. And they join the IT departments and all the companies around here. So that's what the effect these kind of things have on a city. And that is why a marathon, although is conducted by the runners, is actually a city-based event. And for that, we are absolutely grateful for the participation, for the support we get from our sponsors and partners. As you know, Airtel is always there. The name stands out. You're familiar with that. Like Airtel, there are numerous other partners and sponsors who we will showcase, in the coming days. So thank you all to the sponsors and partners who, without you, no matter how much we struggled and worked hard, we would not have created an extravaganza as we do every year, and as we intend to do this year, an incredible extravaganza. So having said that, I would like to appreciate and thank the sudden energy that the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon has got since last year, and this year by far, an extra boost of, from a physician's perspective, you look at it as a shot of adrenaline into you, and for that, the whole credit goes to none other than Ram, KTR, the IT minister, Tarak Ramarao here, because without whose support and encouragement and vision, it's not easy for someone to sit behind who's not a runner, who's not a businessman, but a politician, to pick on the grasp of what is needed for the city. These are the events that make a city what it should be. So without his avid support last year and this year, behind the scenes, it would have been almost impossible to achieve the folds we hope to achieve now. So as a patron of the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon, Ramarao Garu, thank you so much. And we really owe it to the government of Telangana, the city of Hyderabad. Once again, even the police force have been very supportive. And I'm taking the words of the Police Commissioner Mahendra Reddy, who last year, after event, said, we need to take this Airtel Hyderabad Marathon and make this the benchmark of any event in the city in how we organize and how we plan. And with those words, we will do that. This year, we will make this as benchmark in every aspect, whether it is planning out our route, planning out management of the crowds, and every other aspect of it. We will try and aspire. And once again, thanks to the tireless and nameless, faceless people that you see sitting here, a few of them, and some behind our backs, the Hyderabad runners. And without that, once again, none of this would have been possible. I might be getting emotional and forgetting what I want to say. So, apart from all the other sponsors and the involvement in the city government and all that, there are a few things that we would like to elaborate. I'm sure you will get all that information on a printed form in terms of the route, the races and all that. But we also do have, as every year, we have the timing chips. That's what, we track every runner. And we have a lot of other amenities along the course. And this year, we have an expo. A pre-race expo is where runners from all other parts of the country come in to Hyderabad, collect their race materials, get involved for a day before, 2 days. This year, we had planned for a 3-day race expo to increase the whole celebration. Due to the number of events we have decided to extend the expo to accommodate everyone else and to bring about various events and other activities along that day to promote sporting events, to promote running and Hyderabad and such. So people come in with families, stay here and enjoy themselves. All right. So on that note, to make my seemingly long speech shorter, I will take this opportunity once again to thank all of you, to thank the Minister, to thank Venki, the CEO of Airtel, for making this happen, and look forward to a wonderful participation from the city, from all the companies. IT companies are wonderful group participants, and I know this year, one more thing, yes, this year, unlike any other year, so far, the number of registrations for the Airtel Hyderabad Marathon have come up to 7,000 runners. Now, that is without any other outside advertisement or anything else. So believe me, what we're expecting this year is close to around 18,000 when you include all our volunteers and everything else. So we are ready for a huge festival at the end of the month in August. So having said that, we are still looking forward to great support from all the IT companies, all the other companies, all your families, friends, everyone to come, run, participate, enjoy. If you can't run and participate, come out on the roads and cheer. Come out and support the runners. We will have various bands, music groups all along the 42-kilometer route. And we will have various other amenities. So come, have fun, and let us have a great celebration for Hyderabad. Let us have a great celebration for running, and let us show the world where Hyderabad has come and what we can do with an event like this. Thank you very much.